Sometimes you need to track time spent on a specific thing. How do you do that in Timesheets? The answer is Tempo Work Attributes. These are custom options that you can add to the log time form so that employees can log their hours to specific things that your organization wants to track, such as work location, tempo accounts, or overtime. All work attributes that you create in Timesheets are available in the log time form for all Tempo users. No special permissions are required to use them. But to create work attributes, you need to have the Tempo administrator permission. So with that, let's go create a new work attribute. From the settings in Timesheets, I select Work Attributes. I've already created a few here, and notice the different types that there are: account, checkbox, input field, and numeric input field. I'll create a new work attribute for another type by clicking this button up at the right. And in this form, I'll enter work location as the name. This attribute is required for the employees to fill out, so I'll flip this switch on, but that may not be the case for other work attributes. Now I choose the type of attribute, and I'll select Static List. This value field appears, and I can add each item to the list here. I'll start with Office, and click Add, then add Home, and then add Other. I'll put them in the order that I want them to be in the drop-down, putting Home on top. I click Save, and this work attribute is added to the list with the others. I can also change the order of these attributes by dragging them here, and doing this decides their default order in the log time form for all Timesheets users. And let's see what these attributes look like in that form. The attribute I just created shows up here because I set it as required to fill out, which I will do. However, the other attributes were optional, so they're hidden. To see them, click Show Hidden Fields here, and there they are, in the order that I put them. The nice thing is that each employee can customize their own log time form experience. And to do that, just click the gear icon in the top right. In the Configure Fields form, you can change the order of the attributes. And you can drag them up from the hidden fields to the visible fields area. This makes it easy to access an attribute if you're filling it out all the time. Make sure to click Save to keep these changes. So now let's move on to seeing how the work attributes show up in reports, which is important to managers and your accounting or finance teams. Here I have a report of all the time logged to this project for this month. I've grouped the data by user and issue to see who worked on what. I can also add each of the work attributes to this grouping. I'll select Work Location and click Apply. Now you can see the work location for each user under each issue and how many hours are logged to each location. I'll remove that because I want to see the work attributes as columns. And to do that, I need to add the work logs for each user to this grouping. I also need to switch to Overview up here. And then scroll down and select which work attributes I want to include in the report, which is the work location in this case. Now I can easily see the work location for each of the work logs in a separate column. When I export this report to a spreadsheet, the data from each column can easily be manipulated in other business apps. So that's how you can create work attributes in Timesheets to get the custom data that you need from all the time that's logged in your organization.